know.
Yeah, you're gonna have to talk to that guy, huh? That's one thing I like about the tutorial on Jak and Daxter is they just sort of, you just go.
Well, most of the guys, even in the first Jak and Daxter, like, you do have to talk to like the mayor or whatever. Most of those guys are pretty fun to talk to, and they don't talk for super long. Also, I have to be honest, Daxter's really fun.
Yes. Daxter is really funny.
You know, techno rings. Oh,
Cool Dan Cogs. Okay, and I will say, I'm willing to cut these games some slack when I'm playing them personally. However, it's hard when you're doing a YouTube show with your pal.
Yeah.
And you're playing the game for the first time, so you have to sit through some of the tutorial stuff or else you won't know anything. It can be hard to have 100 cutscenes happen back to back at the beginning of a game.
It really interrupts the flow.
In a way where, like I said, if you're playing this personally, who cares? You know, whatever. I can be quiet and watch stuff for a second, but...
You know, maybe we should have just played Haze again.
I think I'd say Halo.
I would actually love to play Halo.
I do not want to play Haze. Ever, actually.
It's a rough experience. Not really...
Haze was just so boring. I knew we owed it to our channel to play it.
Yeah.
Especially since I owned it. Or I might have bought it for this episode, actually. But I wanted to own it either way. Because, come on, you gotta.
What's a piece of gaming history?
Exactly. It's like, I don't own any of the Resistance games, but eventually I will.
Well, it's the Halo killer.
Both of those, yeah. And Killzone as well.
I think maybe I need 2 boomerangs.
Yeah, I think you can glide with 2 boomerangs.
This guy's really, his quality of life is really negative.
I like this waterfall.
It is. It's very nice. And I mean, look at some of the shadow work up there.
It's very interesting how different the color on your TV is versus the capture.
That is true. Yes.
I have not messed with... This is Jake's TV, and so I am kind and not...
Wow, I'm sure it would cause problems of some kind later. Just... I'm not exactly sure how or what.
Anyways, I don't want to mess with anybody else's TV settings. You know what? If they like it, they can have it. Although I will say, these MFers did not have game mode turned on their TV until I came by a few months ago and turned it on for them. What the hell?
Well, I mean, I think this was being used as a computer monitor elsewhere until very recently.
I mean, okay, but I know you guys are playing Doom Eternal on it, so...
I do be... Yeah.
So I guess I'm impressed more than anything that you did that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I think that, like... Sometimes a self-imposed challenge is really what it takes to bring... I don't like how the toilet jumps out of the ground.
I kind of like it. It's cute.
I don't know. I guess maybe
These guys make me think of...
Oh, I took one of the noggin.
Croc.
Oh, Legend of the Gobos. What's he up to?
I would say Gobos.
Oh,
hey,
maybe it's
I think
Gobos.
Gex Jr. is real. I think that's real.
I never even watched the gameplay footage of it. I've just been reading about it a lot. I think at this point, if it wasn't... Yeah, delicious. If it wasn't real, somebody would have owned up to it by now.
I think so too, which is so exciting for me. I wish there was more than
just
what
like
we got.
Sort of the playable. Yeah, here's the thing. Oh, fresh boomerang. Okay, excellent. I've been saying it for a while.
Yeah.
How far off can we be from sort of a Gex renaissance?
I saw that Square Enix, didn't they trademark? They renewed the copyright or something on Gex recently?
Well, you want to,
We're protected.
Even, if you got gold you're not using, you're not going to leave it out in the open.
Exactly. I like Gex. I kind of like a lot of bad 3D platformers, unironically, though.
Sure.
Hey, 2 rangs are better than, I assume, 1.
Yeah. I don't like this guy.
That's a Bogwater boy right there. My games! Oh, he's dead now.
What an incredible... What if your last words were, my games?
They probably will be.
That's very
depending
possible.
on how I die. And where.
Yeah. I've always got my games on my mind.
With my mind on my games, and my games on my mind.
One thing I will give this game, other than just being generally attractive and pretty well populated with, flora and fauna, the water looks really nice. It generally feels pretty good to control.
Yeah.
It's not super remarkable, but like for a game of its age, it moves pretty good.
It's kind of a bummer. I feel like I played one of these when I was a kid. I do not know which one. It might have been this one, but it could have been one of the other two. But one of the things that it's kind of a bummer when I see games like this is like you can just almost tell when you look at TY that you know the sequel came out and it had like some shitty gimmick imposed on it because it couldn't just be another platformer.
Right.
I kind of hate that stuff, and there is the later TY games have more like gimmick stages and like vehicles and stuff.
Yeah.
I kind of hate that stuff.
Well,
I really found it worked well in like Jack 2 and 3 when it wasn't really a gimmick, but like this is the way the game is now.
Well, it's an important means of conveyance in those games. It's built into the world.
Yeah.
And it feels very good. Naughty Dog's just very, very good at that stuff.
Yeah. Blood.
Okay.
You ripper.
Oh, man. Alright, this is... I can probably just... I'm gonna start...
I like that. It makes me think of Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah, it's very similar to that opening.
It is, actually, now that you said it.
Okay.
Stand in the middle of the mushrooms. Something weird will happen. Okay, do you get teleported? Or healed? Oh, you got teleported. Oh, you can do a time trial now.
I don't want to.
Okay.
But I guess I have to. Huh?
No, I don't think you do. I think you just go back.
Are there mushrooms over here?
No, go to back that plinth, that little pedestal.
There are mushrooms over here.
I think that just takes you probably back to where you were. No, you're going back through the level again. Go back to that central thing.
Done?
Yeah, I think so. Aren't you?
Maybe. I mean, why?
I guess try the mushrooms.
Yeah, they left them there.
I just thought it might take you back and forth between the end and the...
Well, I wonder maybe if there's something else. Because there's...
Oh, okay, there's a portal.
It doesn't want me to interact with whatever that is.
Rainbow Cliffs.
Alright. Ooh, wow, this looks bad.
Well, you know, there probably wasn't much they could do.
It reminds me a lot of the super compressed cutscenes from Star Wars Jedi Starfighter on the PlayStation 2, which is a game I adore. One of the lead guys in that game played a pirate Nim, and it was Charlie Rocket, who was supposed to be one of the breakout comedians of like sort of considered to be the really bad season of SNL with a new showrunner.
Yeah,
and Charlie Rocket, real handsome, kind of boisterous guy, and when the breakout started, it was Eddie Murphy, but because he's obviously hilarious. Charlie Rocket said the F word accidentally on air and got fired.
Okay.
And he was in so many games that he committed suicide.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah. Sorry, I started telling that story and I knew how it was going to end, and I was like, oh man, it's a big pencil.
It is a big pencil.
I was like, I wish I had started telling this tale.
That's okay.
Okay.
There you go. They just let you in.
Okay. Now, what do you think about This Is Our House?
Yeah, you think so? I think so.
They won't let him run up the steps
because it's ours.
Yeah, it's our house. Oh. Right.
Okay. Now, yeah, we saw this back when we were testing the Bunny of Elder.
Alright, that's no problem. I'm sure I can make the time for that. And then, well, I like this. This one's got garage though.
Yeah,
which probably makes more sense for
I like the cage. It's caged like that for some reason.
This feels maybe more speed with the balcony too.
Balcony's good.
The balcony's nice. All right, what's this one called? Walk in the park, or should we spread them? Yeah, we're gonna do shipwrecks. Oh,
Platypus.
Man,
he's cool.
Yeah,
I've decided.
He's an angry looking little guy. Excellent. I remember. Do you remember doing this level on the PS2?
Yeah, we got like insanely lost and we just quit.
Yeah.
Believe.
Yeah. No, we didn't quite finish this one.
So.
And I expect.
Well.
I expect to have about the same amount of luck.
That's okay. That's okay. You know what?
Well, there's nothing to stop us from throwing another game since
That's true. That's true.
quite a few PS4 games. I should have said, I got this for my birthday. It was a very nice gift. The HD remaster of the original TY the Tasmanian Tiger. And it is, again, as I said, very pretty to look at. I like it here. You know, it's nice.
I do too. They shouldn't call it shipwrecks. They should call it nice beach.
Oh boy. I liked it better on the loading screen.
Yeah, me too. Oh, because his name is Rex. Okay. Dangerous. It is Spiral Mountain-esque, certainly.
Okay.
Well, anyway, she's an excellent swimmer, but
You gotta go find that.
What are you still doing here? Yeah, you're the lifeguard. Are you just sitting up there?
Truth. He's got to stay up there to guard the other lives.
This is... It's not a good system. One lifeguard for an entire lagoon.
Wow, thank you.
when you're in water, press the right button to dive.
Okay.
Tap the jump button to start swimming.
Something I thought was like...
Those boomerangs of yours won't work underwater.
Good to know.
But I got a pressie for you that'll fix that.
Prezi.
These are aqua rings.
Aqualines.
Hey, Aquaring!
Hey, I bet we said that when we first played it.
Oh, we had to. We had to.
Wonder if it was you or me, though.
That was an excellent question. Again, the tutorial of the Jack games should have listened better.
That's okay. You just need to go underwater and grab the rings.
The tutorial.
I think they're behind you, maybe.
Oh,
The underwater rings.
should not have started me facing this direction.
Yeah, I think they're in that little lagoon at the beginning. Yeah, maybe. But maybe I'm lying to you, also.
Oh no, they are really not. That's fine. Thank you.
Okay, aquarings.
The Jack and Daxter games give you vocal tutorials while you're moving, but they never tell you like press the X button to jump. They just like very like in universe say like we need to jump up here.
Right, sure.
And I think that's really a nice touch.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Oh, still underwater. That's jarring.
If KO the Kangaroo can come back, Gex can come back.
That's true. Do you know anything? Well, and Bubsy came back again recently.
Yeah, Bubsy came back.
Crabs.
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 Yeah, the KO the Kangaroo, I downloaded the demo on my computer, and it crashed once, and so I stopped playing it and didn't go back. And then I deleted it off my computer.
Okay.
But
another ringing endorsement for KO the Kangaroo.
But I bet it was fun. I really do. And I will probably play it. Now, here's the thing, though. They're doing limited run games. Fool me once, limited run games. Shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. I'm not going to buy that. I don't need it. I'm saying right here, I will not buy that because I don't need it.
Yeah.
But I will probably play it on the PlayStation.
Sure.
When it comes out.
With a bit of practice, you'll be a
man.
just like me.
Oh, he's wearing a swim cap, probably.
Yeah.
Something about the colors made me think it was like a little, like one of those little propeller caps.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. Like Starrunner's beanie.
Yeah.
Oh.
That's good to know.
Okay.
This does remind me a little bit of Spyro,
Yeah.
in that there's like 100 characters. That's really a problem with Spyro 2 and 3.
Oh, I believe it.
Which everybody seems to love those games, except for me. Maybe I'm just an asshole, though. I don't think they're bad games. They play well. But I like when games are simple.
Maybe I should go back and follow that seahorse, huh?
Well, you're also following signs, though, yeah?
She keeps talking.
She does keep talking to you.
Alright, well maybe. Wow, just bodied him. Now you see it. I thought it was cute at first, but now seeing that little X, that little skull and crossbones thing. Oh, he's like Sonic. Got some bubbles. That's a big fish.
What's that?
Oh, I remember why we quit doing this. We had to find like a bunch of baby seahorses.
Oh, a good memory.
Now I can't find them anywhere.
Oh.
Please, can you help me?
What? Is there something going on with the texture? I don't know.
I think that's just how he looks.
Huh. Well, hey.
I like that big fish.
Yeah,
mean, like is a strong word.
I'm not getting
He
near him.
looks scary. That looks like a baby seahorse.
It's not bad.
I bet they're easier to see in HD.
That's probably true.
I bet they're easier to see.
Oh, they're following me around like Sonic 3D Blast, I thought.
That's
maybe.
cute. Flickies. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, we should play something.
Our initial plan was to play Sonic 3D Blast, and then every time we do this, it's the first time we've done it in like 10 years. So
That's accurate.
it takes about like 2 hours to even like get in a place where we can do this.
Yeah, we didn't even have the right cables.
Yeah.
To do this,
Good.
we had to go to someone else's house to get them.
We had to borrow a cable from a PS3 controller. From a PS3 I left them.
But yeah, in our defense, we've never been good at this.
No. And I think that if we were able to do it consistently,
It would be as fun.
I cannot.
Ah! Sorry, I don't like those.
I don't like him. Oh no! Oh, I bonked right into him. I wasn't looking where I was driving.
I do not like underwater
Do I
creatures.
still have those little guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's not really Sonic 3D Blast.
And thank God for that.